Hey guys, Jeb here, and today I'm bringing some more Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta gameplay, and today I'm going to talk about what has now been announced by Activision / Treyarch about last-gen copies of Black Ops 3. Now, I guess what I'll go ahead and start off with the video is most likely, if you're going to still be on last-gen for Black Ops 3, it might be something you want to upgrade for now. Pretty much, this is what's coming out, is you're not going to have campaign, you're not going to have the esports feature, you're not going to have the weapon paint shop. So pretty much you're only going to have zombies and multiplayer, and even then I expect the graphics on both to be toned down quite a bit. I imagine if we have maps that are kind of as large as transit and on the game, it's going to be bad performance-wise, and they're going to have to throw in the fog. Because I know now that Treyarch's finally on this gen, current gen, because a lot of people are trying to still reference this as next gen. I know Activision did in one of their messages. Current gen, we might have larger zombie maps, and in doing so, we need to get rid of the fog to make it look better, and that's one of the reasons why Transit actually had all the fog, was to help the GPU processor on last-gen consoles. So, with all this coming out, I think it's a good thing. I know a lot of people who have not upgraded yet are going to complain, they're not going to like it, and I can understand. Like, you can't afford to upgrade the system, but you still want to play your favorite game. That I can truly understand. But it's time for all games to be made for current gen. I mean, in some instances, PC Master Race people will argue they should make it on the PC because that's where you get your best quality and then port it down. But more people are playing on PlayStation 4 right now and buying games there than they are technically on PC, I'd like to say. And definitely more so than Xbox One. I don't think there is any argument for that. PlayStation 4 is dominating, and with the whole league experience and ranked play and competitive, they're doing it on the PlayStation 4. I understand that Treyarch has to deal with PlayStation as a whole, but the PS3 just can't keep up with all the new features and things they're trying to add in the game. So, that's why it's definitely not going to be on the PlayStation 3. So that kind of sucks. But it is, in my opinion, it's a good sign. It's the moving forward of the times. This might, and most likely will probably be, the last Call of Duty to be on last-gen consoles, being PS3, Xbox 360, and they're probably not doing the Wii. I don't think they've put out a game for the Wii in a long time. But nevertheless, imagine this is going to be the last Call of Duty, because they are having to hire out a whole nother developer to port it down so that people can play it. And maybe they're doing this just so they can have the whole Black Ops trilogy on one console. Imagine that Black Ops 3 is potentially the end of the Black Ops series if they're doing it this way. But then again, it doesn't make sense if Black Ops 3 is not going to have the campaign on console, because then you're not getting the full experience. You're getting the full multiplayer experience, but not the campaign. And you would think you would want to have the collection of all the games on console campaign-wise so that you could play through the story. In my opinion, that's what I would want. I would want all of them. So maybe they'll come out with something, and I hope this isn't the case because it's like screwing people over, to where it downloads a different version, but you still get a campaign in a way. They said the reason they couldn't bring campaign back to last gen is because it couldn't keep up with the 4-player co-op type system that they've created. So it's a bit more difficult, that they just couldn't do it. But maybe, and this is just a maybe, they can somehow remove the whole co-op experience from campaign and make it where one player does a straight playthrough. And maybe if it needs you to play as a different specialist or something like that, it'll go ahead and alternate for you, just so that you can play the campaign. That would be fair, but then again, I don't know. I don't see how the systems work. I don't know how the back end works, so I couldn't really give proper explanations on how to do this. But that'd be something I like to do, and being that they are not putting campaign on last gen, they have made the game cheaper at $49.99, which in a way is kind of hilarious, because either Activision or Treyarch set this price, and they're basically saying our campaign is worth $10. Effectively, it's only worth a fifth of what you pay for the game. So I mean, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing coming with the game. Like, I would say that if they try to treat the game equally, you have zombies, you have multiplayer, and you have campaign. So each part would be worth $20, but they're saying our campaign is only worth $10. That's kind of worrying a little bit, but I guess we'll find out when the game is released. But I would like to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. What do you think, for those of you who are not moving forward, who still haven't upgraded? I know it's really hard for people who can't earn money, but I mean, the way I earned my Xbox One, it took me quite a while, I was pressure washing houses. I cut grass for people so I could afford it. So, I mean, there are ways out there. Probably once you're 13 plus, and if you're underneath that, it's quite difficult to earn it unless you have an allowance. And then if you do, you're going to have to start saving up and saving and saving and saving. Stop going to the movies. Stop buying McDonald's once a week or whatever, and just save all the money. And eventually you should be able to upgrade it, maybe for Christmas or something. But I've been hearing some people who have been holding back on upgrading are saying that Black Ops 3 might be the thing that'll finally make them upgrade. It was a good beta. I will give it that. The game is fun. I would say it's one of the better Call of Duties as of late. Definitely better than Advanced Warfare Ghost. Maybe Black Ops 2, but we need a little bit more time on that. MW2 still has the overall fun factor for me, but maybe Black Ops 3 will get up there close to MW2. We'll find out. So, like I said, you're not getting campaign, you're not getting paint shop, you're not getting esports. The game's going to be $49.99 for PS3 and Xbox 360. And that's the news as of late. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it's been a little bit helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, peace out.